apologies for the crickets and all the amateurish video style stuff I'm doing today, because I wasn't really intending on making a proper video for today, just because I figured at least get something uploaded so that way there's something on the channel for somebody to watch at the very least. Plus, I also just want to get some words out of my head, so I figured I don't really need to be doing it in a professional manner, I just need to be getting them out, so don't really focus on the crickets in the background. It's just kind of in the scenario where I'm at right now, and they're kind of loud, so eventually I'm going to be firing up the weed eater, though. I'm going to be doing a lot of yard work, so I figure I ought to make this a little quick, but not too quick as to lose details. But anyway, so I've had some ideas on the brain for videos, as I've said in previous uploads about a month ago, ironically, that I just haven't gotten around to. One of them in particular was going to be the Windows 98 unattended boot CD that I was going to use the Compaq Desk Pro EN up there for, but I just never really got around to finishing it. I do plan on doing that still. I have the footage, I just have yet to upload it. I've been so busy with college prep. Yeah, college prep's in there too. But graduating from high school and just lack of motivation, lack of time. I haven't really had that much motivation to sit down in front of the MacBook and edit videos. Not to mention, the MacBook touchpad has been driving me up the freaking wall, if anybody's really surprised by that, based on the last video, which was unedited. So, well, the last upload as of the making of this video in particular, anyway. But, no, I haven't felt motivated to really make anything, so I figured that, at the very least, I'd make something to let you guys know that I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm still making videos. It just not at the pace you might expect me to at the moment, just because I've been going through a lot of stuff in my life right now. And not to mention that I'm going to be possibly going off to work at a summer job at a company. I'm not going to disclose their name on video, but I was in an interview for a paid summer internship earlier this week, so hopefully I get accepted. So we'll see how that turns out, although obviously I'm going to leave the details off video just because that's kind of confidential information, I guess you could say, although not really, but it is to me, at least I feel it is, so I'm not going to really disclose it on video because it's none of your business. But that's probably going to tie into my summer schedule from June through August, which is fine by me. It brings in some income, I believe. I don't know how much, but I'm not going to try and estimate it, but anyway. So that's going to be another thing. Another thing that I have in mind for later in the summer, if I ever get the chance to, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it yet, but I figured I'd at least put it in video so that way you all can try to help me out with this. But I'd like to start going through all these computers and determine what I should keep and what I should get rid of. Or even sell if it's worth selling. But I'm really getting down to the wire of going off to college, and if I have to move out, which is likely to happen at some point, I don't want to be taking along with me 20 different Pentium 4 computers that I'm never going to use, and I'm just ultimately going to end up stacking. So since my mom wants her shelf space back, in addition to me not actually using these computers and would like to do something with them, I figured I'd make either a video series or a live stream series based on going through all these computers and determining which ones I want to keep, sell, or get rid of at the waste station, or just, put them in the recycling thing. I don't know yet. Mainly I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of Pentium 4s because I just don't need them. I mean, there's a GX270 hiding underneath there where the Pavilion A1477C sits, which I'm obviously going to be keeping, the Pavilion A1477C. That is a definite keeper. That HP Pavilion A250N up there is a definite keeper because it's my most reliable Pentium 4, and I at least need one. And I'm going to be keeping that Sony Vaio over there, which is another Pentium 4, but at least it's running its original copy of Windows XP, and it has the Sony Movie Shaker software on it, so it's worth keeping just because of that alone. I know it's otherwise not really that useful, but that Sony Movie Shaker software you just cannot find online anywhere, realistically speaking. So I figure if I at least have one computer running it, even though it's a Pentium 4, it's still worth keeping. And besides, it's like a little mini tower anyway, so it's a relative space saver, so it's fine. And then obviously, one of the final Pentium 4s I'll probably hanging on to is that one up there, that Gateway E3600 desktop, which has a really long name, I can't remember it. But it's running its original factory install of XP with no service packs on it, so I'm keeping that because it's a very special machine. At least it doesn't look special to me, but it's special to me because of that, so I figured it's worth keeping. That Compaq S4020WM in there I'm keeping just because, again, it's also got its install of Windows XP on it, although it's an Athlon XP system, so it's entirely different although I'd say it's probably in the same realm as the Pentium 4s, but it's a little bit more special, it's a little more unique, and at least it's a little bit more powerful than some of the Pentium 4s I own, so it's probably worth keeping. Another system I'll probably get rid of, if I had to guess, would be that Dell Optiplex GX110 up there, just because it's, you know, missing some parts, and I'd rather use the GX150 over there anyway. I'm obviously keeping a hold of that compact Presario 6708 and the Desk Pro EN, because those are very special machines. They're very useful, and in particular the Desk Pro EN is just very flexible. You can run pretty much whatever the hell you want on those things, and they just don't care. And they take a lot of RAM. And actually what I had in mind of doing, since I'm talking about the Desk Pro, is I was actually going to strip the Prosignia of parts, because it's really not worth keeping anymore. I was going to take the Pentium 2 400 megahertz out of the Prosignia and put it in the Desk Pro, and then I was going to take the graphics card out of the Prosignia, which I think is an old NVIDIA Riva TNT, which is more powerful than what's in the Desk Pro. And I was going to change the adapter brackets around and see if I can make it fit in the Desk Pro EN and make it have a more powerful graphics card. Because I believe right now it has an ATI 3D Rage Pro or something like that, which is a pretty old graphics chip, although it's a little bit older than the one in the the Prosignia. So I figured the NVIDIA Riva TNT would be a lot more of a powerful card, and it has a little bit more of a frame buffer on it too, so I could run more color depths at higher resolutions, although probably maximum 1280 by 1024 or whatever OS I run on it, so I don't know, we'll see. Plus it has that integrated speaker, and it just overall is much more complete, and it's in better shape than the Prosignia anyway, so I figured it's probably worth keeping. So, shame to those who like Pentium 2s, but this one's worth, this Prosignia is falling apart, so I probably don't need it anymore, and I'll obviously be stripping the sound card out of it and putting it in something else. So, it is what it is. I just got to start going through some stuff, and I need to start condensing down what I have and realistically look into what I actually should keep, what I should need, and what I can get rid of. So, not to spoil too much, but that's going to be my plan. These two systems, I'm not sure yet either, so it's a mess right now. So, ultimately, I just need to start getting cracking on that stuff. So, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a live stream or if it's going to be video series. That just depends on what you all prefer, because that's where I'm going to leave it at. In addition, there's some other videos I'd like to make, like the one on the Windows 98 unattended boot CD on the compact Desk Pro EN, like I was referring to earlier. But I also have a video planned out for the eMachines EL1300G net top, because I was going to do a video on net tops and also on that particular computer in general. Make one big video and, you know, just kind of get a lot of talking out and kind of just make that video something real special, I guess, about the net top era. So I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to go and wrap this up, because it's already about 8 minutes and 30 seconds long, pretty close to at that. So I figure I'll probably turn the camera off and get to doing my yard work, since I need to be getting it done. But just know that I am going to be still around throughout the summer months, the fall months, the winter months, even when I go into college. Just know that for those who haven't added me on there yet, I am always on my Discord, so you can add me. The link's down below as always. And I want to, I don't know how I want to end this video. I mean, I want to start making videos again, but the problem is that I just, I don't really have a good way of editing them at the moment. So it's just kind of how it is. So hopefully I get back up on my feet soon, guys. So I appreciate you all sticking around here with me. And to those new subscribers who have been subscribing to my channel as of recently, thank you for subscribing. I will have new content out hopefully soon for you all to enjoy, since I know there's not a lot of new content as of late, but hopefully you'll bear with me. So with that having been said, I guess this would be probably as good a time as any to go ahead and shut the camera off. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in a later video or live stream. So appreciate y'all taking time to watch this particular video. I'm gonna get to work, and we'll see you all later.